Right now I'm in one of Massachusetts' biggest cranberry bogs, and they have just a couple hours to harvest all of these cranberries. Everybody knows the iconic image of ocean spray cranberries sitting in the bog, but not many people know the year-round work that goes into getting them there, and then getting them from the field into bags of craisins, jugs of juice, and sauce cans all over the country. Cranberries are one of the most challenging crops to grow because they all have to be harvested and processed within about a month's window leading up to Thanksgiving. I feel like I'm pulling like 300 pounds in a sled. The bigger challenge is developing the machinery and systems required to harvest them fast enough to turn a profit. Today, I'm at Keith Mann's farm in southern New England to better understand the tricks and gear behind the scenes of one of the central figures of the American holidays. This is the dry field. People don't see this. This is cranberries before the water.
A lot of people don't realize cranberries don't grow in water. We harvest them in water, we protect them in the wintertime underwater, but year-round they're dry, and this is how they look just before harvest. So the variety is Mullica Queen.
Yeah.
This little bit of leaf produced all energy for these. Each of these little hooks, we call them, was a blossom.
So it really is a full-time job. Everything that goes into this crop sets you up for the 4 weeks of harvesting.
Yeah, my crew's here year-round.
How often do you eat them?
Anytime I'm thirsty.
They're very tart. They're delicious.
Not everyone can eat them straight.
The team must spend months post-harvest using sand to intentionally prevent the long, woody strands from getting sun, which will force new leaves to poke out. Without doing this perfectly, the following year's berries won't grow.
It's good for you. All those anthocyanidins.
What?
Anthocyanidins. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. All kinds of health benefits. That's what blocks bacteria from attaching to cell walls. So that's why cranberries help with urinary tract.
I can feel my walls getting cleaner.
Yeah, it's just cleaning you out.
From here, it's finally time to flood the dry field. This is done over a period of a few days, and the water they use is actually passed through from bog to bog through a system of dams. All right, let's fill it up. So what we're gonna do is remove some of the dam, sort of, to shift all the water from there over to here.
Right. To harvest, we don't want it too deep. We'll look at a bog that's ready to harvest. It's a shallow flow, so you can see the fruit in the water and see what you're doing when you're picking. We need like a foot of water to harvest. To load, we want the water maybe a foot above the vine. So you almost need like 2 feet of water.
Okay. So you're filling the water in stages.
Yep.
Do they want to make berries that float more? Would that be useful?
They float fine.
So I'm trying to fix the one problem you don't have. So we got the bog at a good water level. What are we thinking? This is about a foot?
Yeah, it's a little deeper than a foot.
It's time to use this to beat those berries off the vines and get them floating to the surface?
Yep. This is called a water picker.
All right, so we can two-man this?
Yeah.
Oh, no joke?
Yeah.
Look at those. Look at the steering system. You guys see the grill? It's really run on propane. So
we can see the berry line right in the right side of the reel, and you can see the fruit floating up in the reel. And this will pick 99.9%. It doesn't leave much behind at all.
Wow. How do you drive? Is it like a tank?
Exactly.
Oh, I see the line.
So to be smooth, I just push them all the way forward hard against there.
Okay.
All right, stop there. Stop, stop, stop. Because that's a ditch there. Now we got to back up the line that's over here.
Oh.
Corner's a little bit tricky.
We couldn't go the opposite way against here.
No, we tear them all up.
Right.
And as we get in, we'll get to the center line, and we go down one side of the flags and right up the other side of the flags, and within inches of last year.
It's so amazing to watch the fruit come out of the back. That's the profit floating up, right? So how long will it take you to pick this whole thing here?
I think I could do it in an hour.
Once the field has been fully picked, it's time to get in the water and try to get these berries onto a truck as fast as possible. This bog is growing Mullica Queen cranberries, which are far more efficient than the older varieties we saw in the previous bog. Efficiency is calculated in barrels per acre. These berries produce about 350 barrels per acre, and the early blacks in the previous bog produced just 150.
So the feet move a little slower in the water than waders, and people tend to trip and fall. Not that you will.
If these berries are more efficient, why not just plant them everywhere?
It takes 5 years to get a bog back in production, so you lose several years of production when you renovate. It takes about 150 barrels per acre to cover your expenses. Everything above 150 is profit. So even if it's double the crop, it's infinite more profit.
We're gonna set up our truck sort of downwind. Is that on purpose so you can help the wind will push everything towards you?
Absolutely, we use the wind as much as possible.
This is our pump that we're gonna use here.
We call this a suction box.
Okay, right.
All right, go ahead and lower it in.
So the goal of this is to get it just below the surface of the berries?
Yep, if it's too deep, it draws too much water. If it's too close to the surface, it draws air and won't pump. So that's about the right height. So we gotta get the air out of the pipe.
So once we turn this on, this thing will start going.
Yeah, so we're starting to suck water.
Oh, there it goes. Goodbye, cranberries.
Bon voyage.
I can't quite explain it. It's just like you got some air below you, so your feet want to fire out. Is it by now? Are you like sick of walking through this, or you still love these fields?
I love this. People only see this, but we're working all year. This is our reward right now.
So like, if you've really done your job, you can't even move, right?
We got fruit about that thick.
It's like gold. This is the red rush.
Yeah, right. Crimson harvest.
Wow. You can really feel now the density of the crop.
Yeah.
Like, that's like half a foot, right? At
Yeah.
least.
All right, ready for some work? You can see what he's doing. It doesn't take a lot of work.
Oh, you can feel the berries getting pulled as he's tightening it here.
Exactly. It's pressing against the back of your legs. Your body's actually blocking the flow. So what I do, I step outside, that's good, it's good.
No, I'm hurting your yield right now, right? Wow, it is so cool to feel the like density difference from outside here to inside here.
Exactly. I mean, this is tons of fruit just inside this circle. So if you hear air sucking, you're going too fast. There you go, give it a shot.
All right.
It's like one of the things that I'm doing right now is helping the fruit. It's all bunching up on the back side of this corral.
So you're like a conductor.
Yeah, I'm kind of regulating the shape of this corral so we can pull that off, but this is mostly catching. He says you're going so fast, see the piling up on top of the truck? He's saying a little slower.
We are killing it.
Yeah, you're killing it.
So right now a setup is you have one person out there pulling the band.
A good crew is 3 people.
Okay.
4 people is really nice. One person pulling boom, one person here sort of regulating the flow and trying to help get the thick areas in here, and one person managing the truck and trailer. Today we got 5 plus us.
Plus us.
He is doing a great job.
Well, you don't want to get overzealous, right? But so much about this is like doing the exact right motion so you're not overexerting yourself. So
Yeah,
you can
gotta
just
do
keep
it all
going.
day long. If I can show you,
Yeah, please.
you can go a little, you grab a big pile of fruit, if you pull it all the way to the box.
Okay.
If you stop short of the box, it kind of piles up.
The density in here is insane. Dude, if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna be cranberry sauce.
Yeah, you might go in.
It's crazy, I can really feel it. They've got some oomph now. They're
Yeah.
really trying to get me in this pump.
You're gonna get sucked right in. No, it's going in pretty good.
Get out. Ah!
Sam says it's time to get out. You're gonna get sucked in. We're gonna just reconnect this
Yep,
and start all over again. So that was our first loop.
yep.
Look at, we filled the truck.
That whole truck was just from that one loop.
It had one small pile in the front.
Yeah.
That was one pull.
Holy shoot.
He wants to pull.
This is real CrossFit, cran fit. So we disconnected the boom and now we're setting a new, what do we call it?
I call grabbing another bite.
We're grabbing
taking
another bite.
You were pulling that was a truckload of fruit, 25 tons. So you're pulling 25 tons of fruit.
Yeah, you're welcome, America. Look, they're laughing at me. It's okay? All right, connect me, Cap. So now I just keep walking.
What I do, I put it around my back and I just walk backwards. Let the weight of your body fall into that thing. And just lean back and just keep your feet up to it. So this is your body weight just pulling it along. It's a good thigh workout.
This is no joke.
But you'll get to see how much fruit you're moving right now when you look up there. It's amazing.
Okay, so Keith's running to get the other truck because they've filled up this one. Obviously, they're wasting time if they don't have a truck. So it's really important that they get to continue the pump all day. I think he just left me here with this thing though, and none of the guys are coming to help me. So I just feel like I'm good. Yeah, I'll just keep walking this thing. From here, everything from our pump is running up, and then it's all moving with water again over to here. And then this is the like cleaning and sorting a little bit.
Yep.
And then what is considered good goes into the truck down there.
It's flowing right off the end of the grate. The truck keeps advancing when it's full. All the water and trash get flush down through that pipe there and end up in the dump truck. And a big screen around that catches the trash, and the water obviously gets returned to the bog. See, that's our endless trash can. You can see from there everything that's returning to the trash truck. And in there's also filters that's removing some of the water, so not quite all the water goes into the truck. Some water's going directly back to the bog.
Trash is sticks, trash is leaves.
Anything you wouldn't want to eat.
Once the team has loaded a truck with cranberries, they'll send it to the Ocean Spray processing station where it will join trucks from all over the region in line to dump the haul. So what's going on here?
So as the truck comes up, they get into the rack here, and we just take a quick visual inspection of it, just to make sure the berries look good, there's no problems with it. Feeling through, making sure everything looks good, visually inspect.
So what are you looking for in here?
If there's a little bit of rot or something to that effect.
You're just making sure that the average is pretty good, right?
Exactly, that's all it is.
So this is how much the farms are going to be paid?
Absolutely.
So you're going to weigh them on the way in here,
Yeah.
They're going to dump, and then you'll weigh them on the way out?
Exactly.
Gotcha. So all these trucks are waiting to get dumped?
Yes.
How many cranberries are actually going through here?
This year, we will probably push through about 1.3 million barrels. A barrel is 100 pounds of cranberries. So up to 130 million pounds of cranberries will come through here in the 60 days.
There's nowhere in the world are there more cranberries than right here, right now, right?
Wisconsin is the
All
biggest
right, don't
grower,
come
but...
But in this weigh station right now.
Oh, yes.
So Keith happened to have one of his trucks at the front of the line here, so we're gonna go for the ride and see how the weighing system works.
Once these lights light up,
Yeah.
that's my turn to go.
How many more weeks of this?
I've got
season?
less than 2 weeks to go, so I'm in the final
Do you take a nap after? What do you do?
I sailed to Bermuda.
Really?
Yep.
These are our berries from
Yeah,
this
you
morning.
guys loaded those.
Yeah, that was all me. It was all me.
Yeah.
You needed me.
Couldn't have done it without you.
This is independent.
Yeah, it's just a larger group. It's a bunch of family-owned businesses that pooled together to create this. It's grower-owned cooperative. And the ramp we're picking up is about 1 inch wider than this truck, 3 inches shorter.
Really?
Really.
So we dangling off the edge?
Lift number 1. Let's
All right.
go. We're eating all day for this.
I could come?
Come on, hop on in.
All right. Let's go, boys.
Look at the front wheel. The blue's where it goes up.
That really pumps you up, the front wheel, right?
That does.
Nobody puts more cranberries in one load than Keith Mann.
Go ahead, hold the button. Until the truck's in the air, you have to hold it.
Oh my God, it's going. How do you feel watching your truck just lifted in the air, suspended like this?
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
It's a load of cranberries.
As the truck is getting ready to back up, we'll lower this, so this way the backrest will be right up against the side, obviously, right? Then the grower will come in, give us our paperwork. We'll note the bucket that we're putting the sample in, and then we lift them up. So as he's dumping, my guys will take scoops.
Yeah.
We take a true representative sample, and then we send it down.
Before sending it in?
Absolutely.
There's no place in the world where more cranberries get dumped faster.
That's right. So we do the same thing 100, 110 times a day.
Oh, come on, save the gold.
Yep.
That's a red looking product. I like at the end when they start firing hard.
Yes, absolutely.
So so you just do that about 100 times a day?
Yep.
So how long are they held in those storage hoppers?
So we will push all this through each day. So as the fruit goes through, these are air blowers. So they try to blow as many of the light leaves and stuff off as possible. The fruit goes forward, and any of the leaves and stuff drop into the hopper over there. And then that just goes out to compost dumpster.
We honestly got lucky getting to catch you come in and watch your own cranberries come into the system. From here, the cranberries will all be frozen. Some of them will be dehydrated and sliced into craisins. Some will be juiced to make Ocean Spray's iconic cranberry juice. And the rest will be sent to the sauce plant, where they will be cooked, canned, and sent to holiday tables across the country.